Hey there, sickos. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having an absolutely killer day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, if you're new around here, I'm GoreCore. Welcome to the channel. So today, we're going to have another music reaction, and today we are going to return to some brand new Mental Cruelty. That's right, we're going to check out their new song and video entitled Raise the Raven Banner, and this comes off of their upcoming album, Echoes of a Forlorn Land, which is due out on October 23rd. Excited for that. I love what these guys do. I think it's absolutely sick. These guys are fantastic musicians. They write great songs. I've had the pleasure of seeing them live multiple times. I've met the guys. They're all absolute sweethearts, just the nicest dudes you can meet, and they write amazing music. So what a great combo, right? If you get the chance to see them live, I highly recommend it. Now, I'm excited for this. I enjoyed the last single they put out, and I'm really curious to see what we're going to get on this one, because the sound is a little bit different from Zvilich, which I absolutely love. I think that album is a masterpiece, but I think this is going to be its own masterpiece. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this one. But yeah, I feel like they're going to go a little bit further into the black metal sound, because I know these guys are fans of that style, and I'm here for it, because even though I'm not a huge black metal fan, I love the vibe of black metal. And then you throw some, gnarly, disgusting vocals over that and still have those hard-hitting, kind of more death metal elements or deathcore elements, depending what you want to call it. It's just a perfect mix for me. It works nicely. My problem with the old school black metal stuff is that all we got was screams. We didn't get any growls, and it was just, kind of doing its one thing all the way through. Whereas now, music's just kind of blending everything. And what these guys do, their mix of styles and sound, is just amazing, and I love it. So I'm going to stop yammering on, and we're going to get into this reaction. But I want to apologize. I'm having some issues with my camera and some cables. I did change one of them thinking it was going to fix it, but I'm still getting artifacts in my videos. So if you see those, please just ignore them. I'm going to try to fix this, but I didn't want to wait any longer to do this reaction. So without further ado, let's get into this and see what new Mental Cruelty is all about. Liking the way this is starting. Cool atmosphere. Hear a juice harp in there. Looks like a storm's rolling in. Melody there. Fantastic, very epic. Digging that riff was cool, nice melody. can tell they're trying to get away from those stereotypical breakdowns in Deathcore. Cool, I like it. Cool, I like that. Very pretty. Shivers down my spine. And there we have it. That was Raise the Raven Banner by Mental Cruelty. And what can I say? This was an absolutely killer song. Love this. Love the black metal vibe that came with this one. Musicians are absolutely killing it. Jonathan is massacring those drums. Lots of changes taking place. Everything from blast beats to slow, heavy moments. Crazy double bass going on there. A lot of little cymbal work there with the ride, stuff like that. Some bell action, everything like that. Everything sounded great. Thought that was fantastic. Phenomenal drummer. Now, Marvin and Noel are absolutely killing it on guitars. Great melodies taking place there. This is great songwriting. Love the whole vibe of it. There was one moment there that just gave me shivers down my spine. Love the melodies in there. That little moment there where we had this little bit of a break where it got very pretty. Almost reminds me of something kind of Ulverish, you might say. Not exactly, but knowing that they're inspired by that band is kind of what I thought of when it went down in that breakdown, or I don't really call it a breakdown or what you would call that, but yes, the clean moment with the nice acoustic guitars and stuff. Again, not a carbon copy by any means whatsoever, but I kind of wonder if that's a little bit of influence there. But there's lots of black metal bands that do that stuff, right? So these guys like a lot of that stuff, and I think it's perfect. It works well for them. It suits their sound, and it doesn't feel like they're just doing the exact same thing all over again, because unfortunately that's one thing that a lot of bands get stuck with, is that they release an album and yeah, that album's awesome, but when they do the next album, it's kind of like, we just got more of the same, which, not to put names out there, but I'm going to dare say that's kind of happened to bands like Lorna Shore, and I love Lorna Shore. I think they're fantastic, but their last album just kind of felt like more of the same. Whereas this album kind of feels like, hey, this is the same band, but we're going in a bit of a different direction. We're trying new things. We've got enough of our original sound there, but we're really branching out and trying to do something a little bit different. And I think that's incredible, because as a musician, that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to get stagnant. You don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, which in the case of Lorna Shore, I mean, those guys are incredibly, popular. It probably works okay for them. I don't imagine they want to change their sound too much given the height of their popularity, but, what these guys are doing is excellent. I can't wait to see some of these songs live. I can't wait to hear this album when it drops. I think it's going to be fantastic. Just great stuff. Like I said, guitars are killing it. Drums are absolutely killing it. And of course, Lucas, one of my favorite vocalists, probably my favorite deathcore vocalist. Honestly, between him and Ryan Vale from Larcenia Row, like this, I think Lucas just has such a powerful, amazing range of vocals. It just sounds absolutely sick. I would say, not the, I don't think he sounds standard, but he's not really doing silly things and trying to, be ridiculous, I guess you would say. But it's super strong. His vocals just awesome. He's got a great variety, great power, absolutely sick, wicked screams. I just love his range and his, tonal sound overall. Probably my favorite vocalist, with Ryan Vale being really close there, but he's got a different style. I like him because he does a lot of silly things, a little, just different things that might be a little ridiculous to some people, but it's fun. And so I like when people can stand out. So in the case of Lucas here, he definitely stands out. I think he's an incredible vocalist. I love all his hand gestures and stuff. I mean, this is pretty common for deathcore bands, but I just love all the movements he does, how into it he is. He's definitely a performer. And again, an absolute sweetheart. All these guys are fantastic dudes. Can't wait to see them live again. Just absolutely killer stuff here. All I have to give is praise. I love what they do. I can't wait for more. So if by crazy chance this is your first time hearing them and you enjoyed this song, and even if you didn't, but you thought, hey, this is kind of interesting, go check out their other stuff. See what you think. Because I guarantee there's other material you'll definitely enjoy. And if you do, support them like any band that you enjoy. It goes a long way to helping them out. Now, if you have a moment to help support this channel, then please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And pale that like button. And if you'd like to hear future updates, stab the notification bell down below for that. Also, I should mention the video in this case. The video is absolutely beautiful. Love the whole look here. We start with the, the ocean, the waves crashing. We have the ravens in there, which obviously made sense given the title of the song. But again, very black metal. Shots of the sky, all the band, everything looks very professional. It just looks great. Top-notch production. So yeah, only praise to give for the video as well. But yeah, just great stuff. Go check these guys out. But yeah, if you're interested in some links that I have, you can find those down below. I also playing some extreme bands. There's links for that. If you're a horror fan, I recently released my debut horror short film early in the year. It's called The Treatment and the Cure. You'll find a link down below for that. Please check that out. I would love that. And if you do, please leave a comment. Share with your friends. Anything helps us out. We would definitely appreciate that. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. I hope everybody has an awesome day. Cheers, everybody. Stay sick.